Greetings, and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. First is a daily reading. Second is a discussion on the reading, followed by journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. Thanks for being here for another day of reparenting. I much appreciate your presence and your continued support. If you could go ahead and give us a like, share, subscribe, and follow wherever you're listening, that would be greatly appreciated so that we can help others find the podcast and also to join our community. If you can also give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast and Spotify Podcast, that would be greatly appreciated. Those are the 2 biggest platforms for this podcast. So yeah, all of your help and support there would be greatly appreciated. Just as a reminder, also, we have now a Reparenting Daily community that you can join via the Patreon. It is either $10 or $20 per month, depending on if you're a student or a normal adult. If you need assistance, a reduction or something, you can also contact me and ask for that if you're having financial difficulties. But the goal here is to create a place where we will have twice weekly Zoom meetings to discuss reparenting. One meeting will be a book club. We will read through some text and just to create a community and open space where we can come to connect and to support each other on our reparenting journey, to bring the missing knowledge, to bring the missing emotional experiences, and everything else that we need to help us in this open, safe, and non-judgmental community that's dedicated for your reparenting. In addition to that, if you join the Patreon, you'll also gain early access to the Lessons for Reparenting Daily podcast. So those will be released bi-weekly, but if you join the Patreon, you'll be gaining access to those earlier. So go ahead and check that out as well. And that's it. So let's go ahead and get over to the reading, guys. Today's reading is also from the Ching. And today we're reading number 36, and it's the meaning E, the darkening of the light. Darkness reigns in the external world now. Disengage from negative feelings and maintain your inner light. This is a time when darkness and inferior energies surround you. The image is that of the sun, completely swallowed by the earth. Only light is left. Is that inside your own heart? And you are counseled to return to it, maintain it, and quietly nurse yourself with it. It is in dark moments that a correct attitude is most important. If we fight against the darkness, we are swallowed by it and suffer great misfortune. If we react to the lack of visible progress with despair and negativity, we extinguish our own inner light and block the aid of the Creator. If we try to persuade others that they must return to light, we exhaust ourselves in vain. In a time such as this, it is wise to adopt the stance of outer disengagement and inner perseverance. Do not focus on or interact with the negative influences around you. This only strengthens their grip on you. Step aside, yield, let go, allow people and events to pass without attachment. Direct your attention inside, to your inner light, your devotion to what is right, your conversations with the higher power. Progress may be slow, but there will indeed be progress. Remember that much of the work of the higher power is hidden from us, and that we enable and assist it by remaining detached, accepting, and reserved in the face of negative influences. The first line, your ego is unsatisfied with the path of correctness. However, to strive out of desire or despair will bring misfortune. Cling to what is calm and good no matter what others do, and allow the creative to work in its own time. Line 2, you have been wounded by a dark force. You can heal yourself by healing others around you who are in need. This brings good fortune. Third line, just because we recognize the source of the problem does not mean it will disappear immediately. Perseverance in truth and correctness dissolve the influence in time. The fourth line, what you recognize to be inferior, you must immediately leave behind. Lingering with negativity invites a disaster now. Fifth line, an external darkness cannot be escaped now. You are wise to yield outwardly while maintaining strength and purpose within. Sixth line, the darkness has reached a climax. If you are firm in holding to acceptance, balance, and correctness, you will emerge successful. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back, guys. Taking again another look at the Ching. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite texts for reparenting. It's quite new for me, and so I'm glad to be including this in this project. Okay, so now going to the reading, the I Ching 36, Darkening of the Light. This speaks to times of adversity, obscured clarity, and the need for inner strength during challenging situations. For reparenting, this hexagram emphasizes the importance of protecting your inner light and managing emotional darkness while continuing to heal and grow. There are some points I'd like to point out that relate to reparenting from this hexagram 36. Number first. The first is protecting your inner light. So this hexagram represents times when your true self or inner child felt threatened or obscured by emotional pain. Reparenting involves protecting and nurturing your inner light, even when external circumstances are difficult. The next is resilience in darkness. Hexagram 36 teaches the importance of resilience. Reparenting requires learning to navigate emotional wounds and pain while still maintaining our own inner strength. This can be a challenge, and this text gives us some encouragement for that. The next is coping with emotional challenges. Darkening of the light highlights the need to withdraw, heal, and to protect yourself when emotions are overwhelming, a vital aspect of reparenting, especially when facing difficult feelings from the past. Number 4, healing in private. It suggests that during times of difficulty, healing might need to take place in private. Reparenting often involves quiet personal work where you can care for your own wounds without external validation or recognition. And the last is patience and timing. This text advised that waiting for the right time to act, which align. This text emphasizes the importance of waiting for the right time to act and the consequences of that decision on the outcomes of your action. This aligns with the reparenting process in the sense that it also requires patience for emotional healing as it unfolds slowly and naturally. Now, thinking about how we can reflect on this reading for today, here are some journal prompts. So, for example, how can I protect and nurture my inner light during difficult emotional times? Number 2, what are my usual coping mechanisms in moments of emotional darkness, and how can I improve them? When have I had to withdraw to heal, and how did it benefit my emotional well-being? How can I show resilience when facing old wounds or emotional triggers? And lastly, in what areas of my life do I need more patience as I work through my reparenting journey? These prompts guide reflection on emotional protection, resilience, and healing during tough times, helping you stay connected to your inner child while working through difficult and painful emotions. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself and be well. And now, let us move on to the final section, the meditation. This is an unguided meditation. I will simply provide some music and you can take some time to relax. Please feel free to choose a location and a place where you feel safe and where you can be undisturbed for the next 10 minutes. You can choose to be sitting down, standing, as you like, wherever you are most comfortable. Thank you for being here and enjoy the meditation.